Krew, it's time to get ready. Here comes your homie, disabled but deadly. We're talking badass knives and killer gear. Budget to premium, you know we got it here. Raise your blades and let them ring. The time is now, it's the Ultim King.
What it do, Kripple Krew? Welcome to another Tactical Tuesdays with EDCwithDBD. That's me, your homie, disabled but deadly. I hope y'all are having a killer week. Tomorrow is the day. BladeHQ finally dropping the exclusive Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Are you getting in on it? Also, we now have so many folding knife locking options available to us. You know, we are all used to liner locks and frame locks, but now we've got compression locks, ram locks, crossbars. We have top liner locks, plunge locks, M locks, bolster locks, shark locks, pinch locks, scorpion locks, so many types of locks. I want to know what some of your favorites are. Also, of course, we're going to have to see them pockets and pets. You know we love your cripple carry and your cripple critter pictures. So send those pictures to my Instagram, and we will share those with the Kripple Krew. All right, I'm going to start off at the top of the chat. My chat is reset, but I know the Ground Fog, Henry G, and Marco were the first ones in before the reset. There's my homeboy Marco, member of Kripple Krew Inc., dropping badass emojis in both the vertical and horizontal streams. My brother Mud, member of Kripple Krew Inc., what it do, brother? Dropping the emojis in both streams. Staff Sergeant Maximus, what it do? Gabe Harlan, hey, it's nice to have a working keyboard. What's up, my man? Good to see you. Cult of Carry. What it do, Jake? What it do? Good to see you, brother. Thomas Gates, a.k.a. Blessed EDC, member of Kripple Krew Inc. And definitely a big fan of Tanto Blades. What it do, brethren? Replicant, what's going on, homie? How you doing? Hope you having a killer day. Cal, Knives Are Life, member of Kripple Krew Inc. with the badass emojis. Look at my brother Boss Beast checking in from the Netherlands, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What's up? William Hornbossel, member of Kripple Krew Inc. dropping in badass emojis in the vert stream first. Yo, yo, yo. David Giudici. What's up, homie? Who we got? Scrolling. Top liner lock, please, says William Hornbossel over in that vert. Clint Crosby. What's going on, my man? How you doing today? Blind Woo freaking Fury, member of Kripple Krew Inc. says what it do? Kripple Krew in the house. Let's give a warm round of applause for the one and only EDC with DBD. I truly appreciate you, brother. Thank you, Blind Wolf Fury, for the constant support. And how about an acoustic salute from the knife that will sell out tomorrow, but hopefully not before it gets through all four of the ridiculously stupid tiers. This is the Spyderco Paramilitary PM2 Tanto by the mic. Hell yeah, Blind Woo. Thank you so much for the support, my brother. I appreciate you. Tree. Oh, Foe. Checking in on that Voight side. GST. Great Southern Treadkill. What it do, homie? What it do? Knife Nut 69. What's up, my man? Good to see you. Let's see. Watching a video last night of a throwing knife demo. Expert said Cold Steel has the most secure locks. Cold Steel's Triad and Atlas locks are supposed to be about the only locks that are as strong or stronger than the Shark lock. I don't know that the Scorpion lock would be great for throwing, as vibration might cause that bar to rise. But I guess if you're going to throw a locking knife, a Cold Steel Triad or Atlas is going to be one of the strongest ones. Let's see. Scrolling. It feels so good to be able to type on a keyboard again. Lone Star Cowboy, carry of the day, Cold Steel Luzon Large, and a Kaiser Mini Bag Lighter. What's up, my man? How you doing today? Throw, go, EDC. What's up, my man? Good to see you. What it do? Wham Horn Bossel's in that mainstream now, kicking it with the rest of the crew, dropping them badass emojis. Let's see. I'm going to pull out what's in my right front pocket right now. This has been my main carry since Saturday. In the last 2 days, I've made myself carry only this folder and the TCal Nautilus V3 that's on my belt right now. And so this has been the only carry for the last 3 days. And the Nkosi has absolutely grown on me so much. I get it. I understand. And I get why people call it a one and done. Like, can be your only knife. That's the right front pocket today. We'll continue with the carry in a minute. Let's get caught up on this chat. We scrolling. Look at those badass emojis. Yeah, Cult of Content, or Cult of Carry, has been putting out some insane content, folks. Our brother Jake has badass collection. Yesterday he just uploaded a Lynch Northwest Pry video. He's not just doing blades, but he has a sick collection of blades. Absolutely follow our brother Jake. Check out his content. Let's see. Scrolling. Keep scrolling. Kripple Koopa life. Yay. Hope you're having a great day. Go. What's up? Who are you? What have you become? Carry, yes, from the quite a bit different from the beginnings of the channel. Now, this isn't mine. This belongs to Robert Jones. Eventually, I will have an Nkosi. I like this blade a lot, but I also really love the Insignia blade. But I definitely want an Nkosi of some sort at some point. Now, is it as high on the list as a Hinderer XM18 and an American Demco AD20 and AD22? When it first got here, absolutely not. Now, I don't know. It might be. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Funny how you not find taste change as time goes on. Yes, very true. I remember, man. Yeah, I remember wondering why anybody would ever pay $200 for a knife. And now This $500 knife is very high on my grail list. Let's see. We got my brother Neil Mudd, member of Kripple Inc. for 18 months. That's a year and a half. That's 2 babies. That gets a double flag salute. Absolutely. Love everyone watching my brother's channel. Hell yes, brother. Much love to you. You know this. How about an acoustic salute from that Chris Reeves insignia? Or Incosi. My bad. By the mic. Just glassy, smooth. Thank you for the continuous support, my brother, and I truly, truly appreciate you. That's awesome, David. That's awesome. Jay freaking Wesley, member of Kripple Inc. What it do? He's currently in that work meeting, folks. So if he doesn't tag you, it's not because he doesn't love you. It's because, you know, he don't want to get fired and such. Dropping the badass emojis, though. Yes, before these leave here, I plan on doing a Holy Trinity video with my thoughts on it. Now, of course, I don't have a Sabinza here, but I have the Incosi to take its place. And personally, now I would rather have an Incosi over a Sabinza. We have the Hinderer XM18 here. And though I don't own a Strider, pardon me, I have the new update on the Strider, and that is the North Mount Blade BB&M. So I can discuss the original trilogy, but then update it. And I'm going to tell you, neither Strider nor this BB&M would be a great knife that it is. Great knife that it is. Strider would not make my Holy Trinity. At all. Now, I'm not going to tell you who my Holy Trinity is yet, because I am going to make that video. I've been wanting to do something like that, and now that I have an XM18 on hand and a Chris Reeve knife, I can finally make that video. Now, I understand why 10 years ago the Trinity was what it was. But now our selection is insane. And while one knife in the Trinity, in my Trinity, has not changed from the original until 2016 or 2026, I'm not going to tell you which one or what the other two are. And man, 3 more times waking up at 5 before vacation. Yay. And man, it is much harder in 2026 to settle on 3, a Holy Trinity, than it was 10 years ago. Not sure what it would be. Does not need to be US made. It'd be up to whoever's making it. Whoever's making the list. Doesn't have to be USA made. Now, of course, when the Holy Trinity first came out, our only locking options really were frame locks and liner locks. That has changed quite a bit since the OG Holy Trinity. And while the original Holy Trinity was 3 frame locks, my updated 2026 Trinity would not be 3 frame locks. Dollar Boy is definitely one of the 3 for me. Yay. Yeah, this is the land of misfit toys, homie. Striders and knife, you either love or hate. I love them. Some are better than others. When they're good, they're good. Robert Jones, EDC. What it do, brethren? What it do? I used to think, like, of the original Holy Trinity before I got my hands on anything. Strider was my favorite because of the looks. The style of the S&G compared to the XM18 and the Sabenza, the S&G just really, really did it for me. Now, in 2026, and with the experience that I have handling knives, the Strider wouldn't make my Holy Trinity. Not because I don't like this form factor, just because there is other stuff that would make my list ahead of it. I love this knife. And of course, this is not a USA made Strider. This is a Chinese made North Mountain Blade and Dwayne Dwyer BB&M. But I still think the S&Gs look dope. Hinder and CRK are still in the Trinity, but Strider's fallen off or never belonged if you believe the internet. Now, 10 years ago, I do think they belonged there. But I just don't think that I could put it there today. Now, you definitely have to consider the XM18. You still got to consider Chris Reeves, absolutely. Whoa! That's one I would love to check out at some point, brother. I still have yet to be able to review an 80-20 of any sort, or the 22, a no USA made Demco. I have 4 Taiwan made 80-20.5s and the Shark Cub, but I've handled 80-20 compacts and the AD-22 briefly, but never for an actual review. In the future, I would love to check that. So for every knuckle sandwich sold by Tuck Knives, donate a sandwich to someone in need. Oh, we're going to check it. Yeah, Tuck Knives makes some awesome stuff. We will check that in a minute. Yes, I would love. So while an S&G, a regular Strider S&G isn't something that I'm really wanting to chase, a ProTech Strider is still huge on my list. Mike Trinity would be Wadimer each Hawk Talon, Brown Nice Mini FSD. Yes, that Mini FSD would be a great one. Zahn versus Nkosi. At the moment, just based off of handling this one and looking and reading and learning more about Chris Reeves knives, I'm kind of in love with the Nkosi. But again, I haven't actually handled is on. My Trinity would be Demko, Hinderer, and SC Fixies. There you go. Apex Carry, what's up, Robin? Edgy American Blades, Laser Ghost Knives, yes, definitely. Hawk is a good candidate for a Trinity spot. AD22 and the XXX Megalodon version is really cool. Right. Full thickness. Oh, that's dope. Yes, I would love to check that out at some point. One Moon Collective. What it do, my brother? What it do? Illuminati freaking ninja. One of the old members of Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? Truly what I consider a heritage knife. I feel it. I feel it. You know, I used to me, and just of course, this I was basing everything off of appearance, you know, previously. Like I'm talking about before I started the channel. The Chris Reeves knives looked boring to me compared to what was out there. And then as I started watching channels and really getting people's reviews on them, I understood that they were a well-made knife. But it didn't click with me. It didn't bite me until I got to actually spend time with one and realize how well made they are and how good it feels. This is absolutely a heritage knife. And a knife that, I mean, you could pass down to your kids and they could pass down to theirs. Happy birthday, Blue. That would be dope just to be able to experience this on, brother. Oh, wow. Illuminati Ninja, member of Kripple Krew Inc. for 20 months. Says, speaking of OG Kripple Krew, let's get some killer acoustics. Let's do the Winterblade Factor Beefo for your acoustic salute. By the mic. "20 months is a long, long freaking time. And I really, really appreciate you, brother. That is awesome." Yeah, I don't like the fake sound effects too much. If we're talking hit the lottery Trinity, we'd have to do a Kyle Royer build. Yes, I want the Vapor more than any. But I love the Ripley, the Mini Ripley, the Predator, the new Mini Predator. Blaze a Ghost Predator. Yay. You're absolutely investing in your future when you buy a CRK. Yeah. This is a knife you're going to keep and carry for a long time. And one that, if I had it, would be really hard to keep out of the pockets. Because it's just so well done. And it feels like it's made to use. It feels like I want to use this knife. There's the Illuminati Dojo. Gravity Juice, what's up and welcome. I see you chilling on that vertical side. If you would like to see the entire screen and kick it with the rest of the Kripple crew, there is a link to the horizontal stream pinned and in the description of the vertical live that you are in. That's where the rest of the Kripple crew is kicking it right now. Yeah, this absolutely has grown on me way more than I expected. I want to pull something up real quick because I don't remember exactly. Let's go here. And here. Pull something up. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Okay. So, I'm going to share this screen, Kripple Krew. Clones are lame. What is up? Welcome back. Yes, that's one of the few knives that I've handled that gives me that one and done feeling. Very, very rarely have I felt something that could be considered that one and done. But this is one of them. Good trendy would be a knife from Tomahawk and Derby City Blades. Mick effing Ranger, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? So, are you talking about, which one are you talking about getting? Oh, a clone? I don't. Bando! Shut my channel down about a month ago. Best decision of my life. Well, good to see you, homie. You are currently in the vertical stream. We have a horizontal stream going if you'd like to kick it with the crew. Tomorrow, BladeHQ releases the Spyderco PM2 Tanto rendition. And we're going to share the screen to look at their retarded tiers. So, tomorrow, and it says first drop, there will be more after this initial batch. So, it's going to start with the Blade Club folks. So if you're a member of the BladeHQ Blade Club and your zirconium tier, then at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow or 11:30 Eastern, you can grab them. And then it's tiered titanium, aluminum, and then the public drop. So every 30 minutes, the public drop starts at 10 a.m. Pacific or 1 p.m. Eastern. What the hell is Eastern? 1 p.m. Eastern. I hate the tiered drop. But is there anyone in here planning on getting one? That's good to hear, Mick. Kathleen Smith, checking in on that vertical side. What's up, sis? Hope you're having a great day. Really hope you're having a great day. Yeah, I do not like the teardrop. I don't need one, but I might buy one. Man, tell you what, it's a knife that if you got in on, it'd be a trade knife later down the road if it's one you didn't plan on keeping. Because they will sell out of whatever stock they've made. Again, This is the most wish-listed knife in BladeHQ history. And then it'll be years before we ever see them again if we see another run. So, even just getting in on one to keep in the box for trade bait later. I hear that, Gabe. I hear that, homie. I was more motivated for the Rex 121 PM2s and 4V Smock. That 4V Smock is one I would love to get on. And Dom, member of Kripple Inc. What it do? They're dropping an uncoated Rex 121 or the uncoated 4V Smock. Dwayne, let him in. What it do, homie? What it do? And we were just talking about these dropping tomorrow with BladeHQ's stupid tiered drop. But starting at 8:30 a.m. and going to 10 a.m. Pacific, the different tiers will open up every 30 minutes. We're just talking about who's going to get in on this bad ass. One day in my dreams, I'll have a PM2 Tanto, uncoated PM2 Tanto. Trouble Bunny, member of Krew Inc. What it do, sis? Good to see you. Can never find the horizontal on my phone. If you go the vertical that you're in right now, Kathy, if you just click more on the description and drop down to the description, the link is at the very top. If you want to come over and chat with the rest of the crew, the link will be at the very top, and you can actually click that on your phone, even if you can't click the pinned link. Rex 121 Smock. Ooh! Good morning, Donnie B, a.k.a. Donzo the Clown, a.k.a. Laser Ghost Knives. What it do? Come party with me and Replicant and Apex for a bit on Friday. What time? I could probably do this. I could do this. And says he's driving, so we can't tag y'all, but that doesn't mean he doesn't send his love. Want them to drop a PM3 Tanto. That would be dope. I would love a PM3 Tanto and Warning. I would love to grab a hold of a PM3 Tanto and Warning. I do, as much as I love my Warning PM2, and Warnies are still my favorite blade shape, I do think the PM2 Tanto might be my favorite PM2. With 3 of the 4 blade shapes, the Tanto is the one that keeps ending up in my pocket the most since it got here. I am hugely in love with the PM2 Tanto. And I think that dropping blade shapes on the Para 3 would be an awesome idea. Imagine that Para 3 with a little Warney or a little compound ground Tanto. That would be dope. See Oyster, member Kripple Inc. checking in on that vertical side. What's up, homie? We got Sean Bats. What's up, my brother? What it do? I'm gonna let the puppies out real quick. I will be right back. While I do, why don't we listen to some Numb Knife acoustics? You went out too, buddy? Are you going out with Wiggles? Oh, I see you. I'm coming. I'm coming. Man, it is so freaking smoky outside right now. We have fires all around us. And our air quality is like, it was at 212 this morning. Oh, these acoustics. I'm confused. How do you even get to the vertical in shorts? A lot of people, like right now, I have both going. So for some people, it's just whichever pops up first for them in their stream or in their notifications. If you were to go to my channel, there would be two, like you would see two different lives going right now. And the reason that I have both going is because a lot of folks are scrolling through shorts and it will randomly drop them into vertical live streams. And we have a lot of people that are in the crew now that found us through those verticals. That might be enough to make me buy. Yeah, that would be a sick pair of 3. Good thing is I'm in the first tier dropping. Too bad I already got them. BladeHQ is the most expensive with ship. Wow, $50 to ship to the Netherlands. Damn. Sounds good, homie. I mean, like, also not surprising that replicants sliding up into somebody's DMs, right? St. Nick's, yeah, there's a Deadpool with special scales. It's like $600. Yeah. I just want the St. Nick's. Right. I mean, I almost bought the 4V Smock. So it dropped right before Atlanta, right before Blade Show this year. And I had just sold knives for Blade Show funds. And I almost decided to spend some of it on that 4V Smock. Instead, I turned those funds that I was going to spend on the Smock into the numb knife in one cornerstone. But I came very, very close to pulling the trigger on that Smock before Blade Show. Deadpool scales from Smock. He's the one that made them. Hey, Kathy! Yo, she made it to the horizontal folks. Say hello to our sis. Gonna have to get something in a warning just so I can see what you love about them so much. You know, there's multiple things. For one, the blade shape of a Wharncliffe has just always hooked me. And that straight edge, the point, the way it comes down. I love a curved warning. I love an angled warning. And the looks of them have always done something for me. But what I really love is the control of a warning. I can use as much or as little of that tip as I want. And with it being so low, it's so easy to point the tip at whatever I'm working on. I love the cutting power with the straight edge of a warning. Is it the most versatile EDC blade? No. Not the most versatile. But for certain tasks, it's absolutely the most useful. I'm horny for warnies all day long. Don't always catch the lives. Hey, I appreciate that. And that gives me, thank you, Throw Goat. I do really appreciate that support. And that reminds me to give a shout out and a thank you to everybody who watches the lives on replay. I love kicking it with the crew live. We do it 3 times a week now because of how much fun I have chatting with you guys and going live. But the support that I get from the folks who can't make it but still watch it after it airs does mean a lot to me, and I do appreciate you guys. Yeah, it's so nasty out right now. SC Knife Monkey, what it do? Hope the Smock 121 is better than the others. Oh, you want Rex 121, but you didn't want the other models it's dropped in so far. Got you. Yeah, no, it really is the algorithm. It is the algorithm. But the whole reason of having that vertical going is just because YouTube will drop people into it randomly. And we've had a lot of people find the channel that way and become lifelong members of the Kripple Crew. So even though I have to repeat myself multiple times a stream about there being multiple streams going, it's still worth it. MK Ultra, just waking up from driving all night, going to lurk. Much love to the night fam. Much love, sis, member of Kripple Crew Inc. If she doesn't tag you, it's because she's trying to get up and get ready, and she's going to have to hit the road. But she sends her love. Civivi Guile is a good introductory Warncliffe. There you go. They're just wicked awesome. That's why Warnie's rule. Yeah, I love the look of them. Talking about Warnie making me Warnie. Yeah. Let me look. I don't remember what knife I was going to grab, so I just grabbed something else to flick instead. Yeah, just the tip. Need another smock to do that. My smock is already wearing Kevin Smock scales. I like it. I like it. Neil to the Mac. Member Kripple Crew Wink says, what's up? He's at work. He can't stay. He can't tag everybody, but that doesn't mean he didn't want to pop in and share his love real quick. Yeah, I need another smock. Prefer a Sayak style for EDC. I think that's kind of probably part of why I love Warnie so much is I've always liked the Sayak style, the old Viking Sayak style. Like my Aries EDC spike right here. And it probably that love of the old Viking Sayaks and probably influenced my Warnie horniness. Well, I appreciate that, Mick, popping in on both sides saying smack that like. I see at Rex 121. I will get some eventually. Dan Stan, what's going on, homie? Good to see you. Awesome. We'll check those Insta carries in just a second. Great Lake Derelict, what is up? Good to see you, homie. Checking in on that vertical side. Good to see you. If you want to chat with the rest of the Kripple Crew, there is a horizontal stream going right now as well. That link is pinned or it's in the description of the vertical that you are in. Yes, that sucks. Men Boss. I heard they were going out of business, and I'm like, ooh, sale time. Let's get some scales, but I'm not buying 10 of anything. And to get it, you got to buy 10 of them. Nah, I think the closest is the sheep's foot insignia blade. CR Cozy Insignia. This sheep's foot, I believe, would be the closest thing that they make to a warnie. Beautiful sheep's foot. And honestly, I don't know personally. I mean, it's going to come down to when I get it and the deal, because I honestly can't tell if I love this blade or the Insignia blade better. But it'll just depend on when I actually get a CRK and co-see what the deal is and what's available at the time. Wish I could hang around, but at work, oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, appreciate you lurking while working, homie. They make a sheep. Yeah, that's the closest. Yeah, horny for them warnies. I hear you, Dan Stan. Got no true warnies. Yes, I've seen the same thing. Transparent knives. Pardon me. You could probably get one from Transparent or Gersh. All right, One Moon. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Yeah, I think it would be dope if they made one. They're working on a good size warnie right now. Ooh. Clones are lame. I do it specifically because it helps find new members of the Kripple crew. So I used to, on Saturdays, it was always horizontal. Tuesdays were always vertical. And then Thursdays would go back and forth. Thursdays are always horizontal now. And Saturdays and Tuesdays, I typically run both because it helps find new folks. YouTube is more likely to recommend the vertical to somebody who's scrolling shorts. They'll be scrolling through and it'll just pop them into the live for a few. And they can, a lot of them end up staying and become like longtime members of the chat. It's less likely to recommend the horizontal unless somebody is already watching a lot of horizontal content. So the reason I run two is just to get the algorithm to help find new people from the Kripple crew. I love warnies, but lean more towards the sheep's foot blade. I do love me some sheep's foot too. Ordered the Thai Slim Spiro yesterday. Ooh, what's up, Havoso? That's a beautiful Asher knife that you got coming. Moose Duty, what's going on? Working and lurking. If he doesn't tag you, it's because he's trying to make that movie check. But he's still wishing everybody a fantastic day. Good to see you, Havoso. We got Bishay. D. What it do, my brother? What it do? What about that? Let me let the dogs in and then we are going to check out the Kripple carries. Can't wait for the PM2 Tanto tomorrow, even though the step drop is dumb. Yes, they are stupid. It's a stupid drop, that the way that they're doing it. But I still really hope you get in on what has become my favorite PM2. And yes, I want a Rex 121 smock. Oh, show. Usually look on the vertical. Hey, no worries, man. I'm just glad that you like to kick it. But yes, typically if you see a vertical, there's normally a horizontal going too. And that's where you'll see the entire mat, of course, and where the rest of the crew is going to be chilling. Yeah, the Zon Tanto, we'll pull one of those up. Zon Tanto. The Zon is a gorgeous knife. We're going to share this screen real quick. This is the one that Thomas is talking about, Blessed EDC. I do think that's a phenomenal looking knife. It's definitely meant to be a little harder use even than the Nkosi. I do think it's a beautiful blade. I'm gonna let the dogs in real quick. How about Shark Lock Acoustics while we're walking? He's like, I don't like the smoke out here, Daddy. Is it too smoky, puppers? Yeah, bless you. Yeah, it tastes like crap, huh, bud? Yeah, that air tastes like crap. You guys think you get a treat? What? What do you think I like? Huh? Want one of these? Want one of these? What? What? Good doggies. Love you. I'm still live, puppers. Good dogs. Okay, let me catch up in the chat. Then we'll check out Instagram. You did get the Sandra knife lines on sale from Love the Knives. Oh, $125. That's a stupid price for that. Just got my second seedling in from One Moon yesterday. Oh, that's awesome. Wilson Combat Tanto is on. Let's look that up. Wilson Combat. Ooh, that one's not the Tanto, but it's so pretty. Let's find the Tanto one. Oh, let's share that screen real quick. Here's that Wilson Combat Omnums on Tanto. Ooh. Those only run about $850 or so. Damn. At work, need a break from it. Yeah, I appreciate you, brother. It's always good to see you. Full Blackout DLCs on exists? I don't know. Hell yeah, I see Oyster, member Kripple Krew Inc. Good to see you, my brother. Have an Amazon 2 in Magna Cut and S45. Ooh. Two of them. Ooh. Nice, have both so. Eventually, I would love to get one. Brown Sugar, member of Kripple Krew Inc. Checking in on that vertical side. What it do, sis? What it do? As per usual, we have a horizontal going. That link is pinned in the vertical. Or if you click the description and drop it down, you will see it at the very top. Or you can just lurk and chill if you want. Scrolling. Coister. Oh, not Sea Oyster. Okay, Coister. Secondary is like $1,500 plus for the Wilson Combat. Oh, damn. That's crazy. I am going to knock a knife off the table. We knocked down this one right here. Let me wipe it. I pulled this out for talk about different lock styles. This is our homie Bladed Ginger's DEFCON Cardington with the leverage pivot actuated liner lock. Let's check out some Kripple carry shots. Pop this up. And, okay, I hate when it does that. Trying to see. Here we go. All right, we're going to start off with homie Jake, aka Cult of Carry. Let's share this screen. I see Brown Sugar made it to the horizontal side. Let's take a look at these carries. Our homie Cult of Carry got the CRK Zun, Sin City Leather Wallet, Olight Arkfeld, Lynch Northwest Pry Bar, Zippo, and a Mighty Hank's Hank. Oh, look at that. Zun Tanto. That really is a dope knife. I love the new We the People Lynch Northwest Pry. That looks so dope. Jay Wesley, Spyderco Warney kind of day. Got the Delico Warney, a Jimbo, and a... Is that a Jimbo and a Jumbo, or is that two Jimbos? That's two Jimbos. Sweet. We've got the M4. And is that S30? SPK Lamia. We got the Tactile Knives Bear and the Hawk Shortcut. Oh, with the G-Shock. Awesome wallet. Knives of Life got the loaded Gary today. Just damn. Knuckle sandwich. Oh, I've seen these. I've seen these knuckle sandwiches. These are cool. Tuck Knives is dope. Father and son team, just cool. Oh, we got a beautiful Berkeley Cerakote from Apex Carry. Robert Jones. PM2 Tanto. We've got the Chavez Auto and the Dozer slip joint. Love it. Love it. Illuminati freaking Ninja with two One Moon Singlings, a Warney, and a Hawkbill. Those look great. Those look awesome. B-Shade-D. We got the Alpine Fixie. We got the Quiet Carry. That's so high on my list to check out right there. We have the ABW Slip, Lynch Northwest Pry, Tight Dice, Tight Fidget. We got the Pocket Jank. Love it, brother. Love it. With the Forest Hank. Loaded Carry as per usual. Kripple Krew has the best pockets. We also, I want to share something. Let's open this link. Aries is trying to do, I'm going to share this screen now. Aries is trying to do a poll. And let's see. Aries EDC poll. Here is the link, if you wouldn't mind filling it out yourself. And I'm going to show you what it looks like real quick, and then I'll get back to the chat. And what it is just how do you use your knife? Just a few quick questions. And that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions. And fill that out. And Aries will get that information. Oh man, Kennard, what's going on? Good to see you. You find it?
Yeah.
And put it back?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Literally, I searched and then I finally just sat down. I was like, maybe she'll think I'll leave. She was so mad to see me. And then I had to like stand off like around the kitchen counter to try to catch her. And then I got her.
So my carry today, Throat Goat, is very, very minimal, especially for me. The last 3 days, I've been making myself carry 2 knives. The Nkosi and the TKL Nautilus V3 on my belt. 1 folder, 1 fixie. You know, that's a very minimal carry for me. And I also, of course, today I'm rocking a Burning Stables forage hank. Have my Atelier Evier Essentials wallet that has become the only wallet I use anymore. I love this wallet. And, you know, my usual pocket stuff. But 1 folder, 1 fixie for the last few days. Because so many people have called this a one and done knife. I've been carrying it as the only folder. And even though that feels weird to me, I get it as a one and done folder. I get it. So my carry is very, very minimal today. Let's see, catching up. Lori Rose, what's up and welcome. Have a mini bay glider tie in the pocket. Awesome. I don't know that I've seen you in the chat before. Welcome to the Kripple Crew. Be Shady with the Axial Knives, Alpine V2, Quiet Carry, Trip C, ABW Slip, Neutral, 11x4, Egg Dyke, Pocket Muerta, Fidget Boy Slider, Tie Dice. Could carry this forever if I needed. That's okay. No worries. Not everybody was here at the beginning, homie. Lion, not a sheep, member of Kripple Crew Inc. What it do? Don't have pics, but rocking the Kaiser Sheepdog 2.9 with LMAX and Burlap micarta and my arc build UV. Damn. Nice. Hey, man, the Kripple Crew has the best pockets for show. For show. Kripple Crew is always loaded. And it's not always expensive stuff either. They got the best budget bangers, all kinds of stuff. Live by the shop. Oh, so you're in Idaho. Very cool. Not Pacific Northwest of Will in Washington, but Squelling. Got a CRK small and cozy with custom butterscotch micarta scale. Ooh. Good to see you, Zach Kennard, member of Kripple Crew Inc. Loving the look of the Humans on Tanto. Yeah, it does look beautiful. I will add a CRK to the mix at some point. I have fallen in love with this Nkosi. The Hinderer got me as soon as it got here. This XM18 immediately grabbed a hold of me. I had to carry, and I carried this one for like over a week when it first got here until I just switched it out for Nkosi. But in the beginning, I did not like this as much as the XM18. But I think I do now. Scrolling. Sharper than most, member Kripple Crew Inc. What it do, homie? Good to see you. One of these days, I need to do a collection video. It'd probably have to be a few videos. Yeah, I really do. I could do collections by type, like my FerraMonster. That would be a video into itself because I have every FerraMonster model. Then I could do my Spidey's, my dim. Yeah. Mud's carrying the FerraMonster Glideman DVD edition, Kaiser Drop Bear, and Kaiser Mini Sheepdog. Folks, there's still like 8 or 9 FerraMonster Glideman DVD editions available in DLC 154 cm, beautiful milled Ultim, multi-row bearings, titanium backspacer, reversible pocket clip that fits a Lynch Northwest side perfectly. 111 after code DBD, and when these last 8 or 9 are sold, they're gone. Gone. First run, gone, done, never to be repeated. So you are running out of time to get in on my first collab if you are interested. And if you have not already. I know most of you in here that want it already have it. Gotta fight eBay and Blade Bench because people want to rip me off. I get it on eBay. I haven't had problems on Blade Bench. Today, Dan Stan's carrying the Tri-Stash V2 Vero Avid 1 Kubi Talia O-Life Mini Master and the CRKT Small Personal Everyday One Clip. Nice! Mud's got the DLC Glideman today. He also has a satin. Scrolling. Let's see who getting caught up. Put the buck on the top row, the original OG. Yay. I was just pulling out all the different types of folding and locking knives that I could grab. And the back lock, especially the Buck 110, had to be part of it as an OG classic. Our grandparents carried these. And it's still a great knife. USA made for less than $100. Have yet to do a full collection. That would entail my full bedroom. Yes. I saw it. I saw your carry. We shared it. Clones are lame. Hit me up on Instagram at EDCwithDBD. Send it over and we will share. I don't share pictures that have Freedom Seed spitters. I just don't show them on my channel. And don't ever have your feet in the picture unless you want to be banned from sending pictures. Hell yeah, Mud, appreciate that. And Kosi and XM18 are both great. I am truly appreciative of being able to review these two knives. Thanks to homie Robert Jones. This just feels, this reminds me of what it was like driving the M1 Abrams tank. The Abrams tank, it doesn't look like it, but it handles like an absolute dream. But it's built to go through anything. And that's what this reminds me of. This is built like a tank. And this makes me feel like if the zombie apocalypse hits now, like this is the type of folder you want to have for your EDC knife. Because it's gonna last you. And it's gonna be able to cut through damn near anything. But feels so good in hand. It's built like a tank, but drives like a sports car. You get a lot of work done with a buck 110. That is for show. Hi, hell yeah. My buck 110's over 50 years old, and I'm a grandpa. If my OG hadn't been stolen, mine would be 40 years old almost. If you pass down 110 and 112 that need cleaned up, what do you guys like to use to clean your old ass blades? Besides some steel wool. Love the overbuilt feel of the Hinderer, not the sliciest boy, but I have Spyderco for delicate slicing. Yes. Just acid is Tyson porcupine and everything. Oh wait, maybe yours did not come up. I thought I saw it. Oh no, I did not share it. Okay, we're gonna share that real quick. And we got one from One Moon. Let's share these shots right quick. I thought I showed it, my bad. Here's One Moon's. Got that. Golden Design Works caliber. And is that an axial shift? And lying not a sheep with that tie slim porcupine and the beautiful Aries EDC micro. Probably my next Aries EDC right there is a micro. Awesome carries, gentlemen. Just double checking, making sure nobody has tried to send a request. Doesn't look like it. All right. Kane Miranda, member of Kripple Krew Inc. Your Eastern and aluminum tier. Okay, then you are going to be 12:30 p.m. your time. 12:30 p.m. your time for aluminum tier for the Tanto PM2 on BladeHQ. Wait, no, let me double check that. I'm just going to pop up the whole post with the drop and share the screen. Here we go. So Zerk's here. 8 would be 12:30 your time, Pacific, or 11:30 Pacific. 11:30 Pacific is when it starts. So 12:30 Pacific for aluminum tier. 12:30. I keep saying Pacific, meaning Eastern. I meant Eastern. Your time. 12:30 Eastern for aluminum. It's 9:30 Pacific. So if you're aluminum tier, you can buy at 12:30 tomorrow on the East Coast. I see somebody saying hello, Dawn. Did I miss Dawn and Michael Lowry? Scrolling. Um, Can grab one on the first pull because Robert Jones is zirconium, so he could get it as soon as it opens. Rim oil, that's a good one. And yes, and then absolutely wax it after. Brasso is going to work great for the brass. Every's EDC, what's up, Scott? We shared your poll earlier. Told people to check it out, fill it out. An Aries EDC knife, absolutely. That's definitely Grail freaking worthy. The accepted Cash App Afterpay paying for, yeah. Yes, well, at least we shared the survey, Omi, and I showed it up on screen. Showed how easy it was to fill out. Yes, I am not a fan of the tiers at all. I hate the tier system. Never skip a thorough waxing. That is fantastic advice. I have a fair amount of non-stainless from D2 to 3V to M4 to XHP, and I just keep a coating of Wicked Wax on my blades, and I don't have issues with it here in Washington. And that sucks, Lion. That's no fun. I understand that totally. Yeah, I hope they realize how much people hate it. A good blade wax, that canard, Wicked Wax. Let me grab mine. Oh, that's right. I moved it to the toolkit. Where that blade go? I use Wicked Clean if my blades are dirty, and I use Wicked Wax. But you can get wax from Burning Sable's Forge. You can get wax from Tactical Terry. You can use sex wax like people use on surfboards. Any food safe beeswax is going to work just fine. These came with a knife that I got. They were sent with it, and they last a long time. So I'm still using these. I have Mad Wax around here somewhere also. But, you know, Mad Yako ain't doing his thing no more. But the main reason I use Wicked Wax is because I got it for free. Bolt butter, yep, that's Terry's wax from 1931 Leatherworks. 8-ounce tub of Wicked Wax will last forever. Sasquatch wax from USA Made Blades. These are all perfect options. Used to use sex wax on the boogie boards, yep. Yeah, there's any of those work just fine. And yeah, it's easy to get them from, you can get them from the 1931 Leatherworks store for bolt butter, or you can get it from Burning Sable's Forge. And All of these waxes can also be used on your micarta, on your wood scales. It'll bring out colors in your carbon fiber scales. It's safe for all of it. I've never used Wicked's Pivot Lube. What I've been using lately is I got my first graphite lube, dry graphite lube, and I've used that on a couple. But the Green Slick from Flightanium, this got me to stop using KPL. I like the Green Slick quite a bit better. But at Blade Show, take it easy, brother. Talk to you later, Mud. Much love, brother. Yeah, bolt butter from Terry. Got some waxing from Prushack. Use the food safe wax on dinner micarta, darkened up. Yep. Still use Mad Wax. Yeah, Mad Wax is fine, and it is food safe. Slick 'em all. That's another one. Yeah. Yeah, I still have a KPL because it does last forever. But at Blade Show, I was given a tube of Duke's Drip blade oil. Robert Willoughby, what it do, my man? What it do? And I have been using this lately more than the Green Slick just to try it out. And I've really been liking the Duke's Drip. I have. Also rubbed it into some scales, and I'm trying to remember which ones. But yeah, the Duke's Drip oil is one that I am digging right now. This is what's been going into a bunch of the pivots. Thought he was selling vape juice? Yeah, I mean, it kind of looks like it, but he gave this to me at Blade Show. He came by the booth and told me, he asked me if I wanted to check it out. And so far, I'm really happy with it. So I go to these and I don't use my KPL very much at all anymore. They all work. I kind of like this one. Yeah, and it says, oh, let me see if I can grab that. Was it this? Which one did it bring the color out? Can't remember at the moment. Oh well. Yeah, I like the branding for sure. Yeah, so far, yeah, when you drip, I drip, we drip. So far, I do personally like these two more than KPL Original. But, I mean, the difference isn't huge. Not at all. They feel very, very similar. Everything should come with stickers. Everyone loves stickers. Yes. Oh, yeah, these are fantastic. Been testing some HP 100. It's working pretty nicely. Okay, okay. Yeah, I hadn't heard of it until Blade when he came by the booth. But I've been using it as my main lube since Blade. So I have a question for you guys. I know that for most people, the top liner has become the go-to button lock. What's up, Sterling Stoots? I see you checking in on the vertical feed right now. Looking for a small fixed blade, looking at JP Bladesmith called the Fang. Full grip 3-inch blade AEBL. Ooh. If you want to kick it with the rest of the crew, there's a horizontal going and you can get to it through the description. The link is at the very top of the horizontal or the vertical description. So I know that most folks prefer top liners, button liners, etc. versus a plunge lock. But when we are talking about plunge locks, do you, should be right here, do you prefer the standard plunge lock that will have another way of opening and that does not lock closed, or the gravity style plunge that locks open and closed with the same button? I'm curious what you guys think, because I know this style, there's a lot of folks that hate, but this is my favorite style of plunge lock. Like, I'll grab two more that are like this style. Both from Rosecraft. You know what? Let's put you safe. Somewhere safe. And then these we can just kind of move out of the way, because these are mine. Move some stuff out of the way a little bit. Yeah, this one from Rosecraft Blades is one of my all-time favorite button locks. Here's a budget version from Rosecraft Blades that also locks open and closed. But this VV Elementum OG button lock was my first gravity style button lock. And I love the gravity style button locks. Zach Kennard says no gravity style because he prefers having something else to fidget with. I get that. I get that. I'm sure I've got several others. Oh, top liner. Top liner. Looking for budget. Button liner. Man, I used to have a whole bunch of plunge locks. Here's another one. For a while, this was my favorite style of lock. And I get the fidget factor of having the multiple deployment methods and the button. But something about the gravity style has always hooked me. Pull it out, open it, use it, put it back. See, weather's not too bad right now, homie. It's just, yeah, we're on the east side, so we're not on the wet side. But right now we have fires all around us, literally south, west, east of us. And we are in a valley. And so the smoke outside is horrible right now. I agree, Mick. I have always wanted the limited edition Ultim version of the Clinch River Swayback button lock. He did 100 total Ultim variants, and most of them were given as gifts or sold to in small batches to distributors. And I was not able to get my hands on the Ultim one. But this is such a phenomenal, like, gentleman's knife. Micarta, titanium liners, titanium backspacer, titanium pocket clip, and that M390 warning with the choil. Oh! Yeah, you could use some 1050 or something on your 520 on your knife if you had to, but let's see, Rosecraft. We're gonna go to their modern. Wow. So I know they said they were going to traditionals and fixed blades, but at first they said they were also keeping their modern traditionals. Let me see though. I am looking on the Rosecraft website real quick. And I knew they were getting out of, like, they said they were just going to slip joints. Okay, they do still have them out here on the website. Oh no, they're out of stock. No, you're right. They are all gone. So originally he said he was going to do slip joints, fixies, and the modern traditionals, which are like these, instead of just the regular modern stuff, which was this kind of stuff. But no, these are discontinued too, and it's all slip joints or fixies now. Yeah, I'm going to show the one that I really wanted and still want. Welcome back, Endem. And I'll answer your question in a moment. That right there, that's the version of this knife I have always wanted. Milled Ultim, titanium, and M390. But yeah, they made very, very few of those. You have 3 of the standard swaybacks though? Nice. What is the top grail that I own right now? Nice. I have those. Those were very limited edition. That's this corgi right here. And then I will answer your question, Indum. Yeah. That's this corgi right here, the CountyCom exclusive. They made 500 of them. This one is a number 179. It's the large sheep's foot corgi with Ultim, titanium, and 14C. And my personal top grail that I own would be probably my very first handmade custom folder. My Francois Massain custom from South Africa. This right here, listen to this. Yeah, she is an awesome designer, Throat Goat. I like swags. She's dope. Ah, the acoustics on this. I'll lay out some of my absolute, what I consider like my, let's see. Grabbing some of my top grails. Now, this is folders only. This isn't including my custom fixies. Some of my all-time top knives. This will always be one of my number one grails because this, the Deadly Daughter knew how much a shark lock was at the top of my list. And when she got this shark lock for me, it was when not too long after DLT had launched it, the 3V exclusive, and they did a BOGO around Christmas time, where if you bought the 3V, you got a 10V, or an OS 10A for free. And so the Deadly Daughter actually got me 2 shark locks for Christmas that year, my first shark locks. And this will always be one of my top grails. This right here, the Luft Concept Savant, was the first knife that I ever considered a grail. I had always thought that spending over $200 for a blade was absolutely ridiculous. And then I saw a review of this knife, and I was like, I get what a grail is now. And this was the first knife to ever go on my grail list. And a Christmas gift a few years back from Brother War Room. Another one is this Shadow. Because when I reviewed B&A's 3 TRMs, that's why I call him the human cheat code. He sent me his TRMs, and reviewing those got me in with TRM and got them to start sending me blades. But I reviewed his Shadow and fell in love with it. And they had just discontinued these at the time and were moving to the Bulldog. I reviewed an OG Bulldog and I didn't like it. And I always wanted one of these, and I chased this for a couple of years before I got it. Now they have the Bulldog Rev V. And you guys know this was my American Knife of the Year last year. And I think this is a phenomenal knife. But the Shadow, I've always loved. And scoring this last year made me so happy. And now they brought them back. You're going to be able to get Shadows again soon. And this one is about to get sent to TRM to get the tie treatment. I love the action, the acoustics, the ergos, the blade shape. Yeah, one of my favorite knives in the collection. Scrolling. Now we're all the way in the southeast corner, homie. Top grill as of right now is Chapman Lakes. Ooh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. Love my Factor to always be with me. This Factor B4 will never leave the collection. Not just because of how cool it is, but because of the route it took to get to me. And this is absolutely one of the coolest knives that I own. Both show. Yeah, shark locks are my favorite. I currently have 7 shark locks and I'm not done. Not even close. Ooh, 2 ABW slips listed for 100 each OBO. That's phenomenal pricing. Just got a couple Ooh, awesome, homie. Yeah, CountyCom does such cool stuff. I am a huge fan of CountyCom. I want a TRM, but I'm saving for my Mac PM2. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, TRM is my favorite company as far as all around. I think their quality to value proposition is insanely fair. Their pricing for what you're getting, I think that they could charge a lot more. And the people are amazing there. TRM has some of my favorite people. And then they just make insanely good knives. Yes, fantastic customer service. Ooh, my TRM Adium have 2 tag-alongs. One a blue jean micarta and damtanium. Nice. I had the forest green, but I gave my forest green one away here on the channel when I bought the DLC and Bolts Camo Carbon tag-along. I really wanted the DLC tag-along. And such a great knife. I definitely could have kept the green one, but it was such a great knife. I wanted to use it as a giveaway on the channel, and so I did. Hopefully TRM comes out with a 3.5-inch blade, 4-finger grip. CountyCom absolutely has it as to the wallet. Struggle to enjoy Slippy. They're really nice to look at, but I hate actually opening one. I love this sound of opening one with good walk and talk. I just think that sounds awesome. I really do like this one right here. But if you were looking to try to check out a slip joint and try to get into one that you might like without spending that much at first, the Rosegraph blades, Mill Creek cotton sampler is another one of my all-time favorites, because this funky looking blade gives you more flexibility than most slip joints. You can put this to a little more medium duty tasks because you can choke right up and put your thumb on the back of the blade and you're not going to close the knife on yourself. I can't close that on my hand. This is a really cool one. If you wanted to check one out without spending a lot of money. Some walk and talk for you. Now, do I prefer my locking knives? Of course. But I like having a slip joint on me. And the AB Dub is a pocket hog. Yeah, the DLC tag-alongs look so cool. I had to get one. And then, I'm not into blue, but since we got the yellow with it, we can call it Wolverine colors. I mean the character, not Michigan Wolverines. I don't care about Michigan Wolverines. But, yeah, I really love the way the DLC looks. The ABW titanium looks good, and the price of the AB Dubs. This right here, textured titanium or plain tie, but look at that textured titanium and hollow ground magnet cut. It gets down nice and thin. For $159 brand new, made in the USA, that is a phenomenal deal. I think ABW is one of the very top dollar for dollar values in knives. You can get ABW Model 1s for like $160 USA made. I'm very impressed with American Blade Works. Yeah, that $100 deal is stupid. That's well worth it. Yeah, DLC dope looking cutter. I like it. I like it. For you guys, Endem asked me the question earlier, but what are the top grail knives in your collection? There were grails that you chased and you got. Which are the top grail knives that you guys own? And how long did you chase it? Ooh, all DLC picked this XL. Damn. I have the all DLC usurper on the way right now. Thanks to my brother, Sever7. I have the full DLC usurper coming to me right now. And I am so absolutely stoked to get that. Then my Blade Show West Trinity will be complete. Spyderco Shemp Tough and 3V chased it for about a year. Hell yeah. Shaman Spy 27 with RSD scales. That's a beautiful one. Chapman Lakes makes beautiful knives. Beautiful. But when I went to Blade Show West with Mrs. Deebs last year, there were 3 prototypes that I handled that I said I had to own. ProTech Avalon. There we go. That's a nice one. Brashear Bear. Sending 100 gems. Thank you, brother. I truly appreciate you. And it's showing that on on StreamYard now. That's awesome. Love it. Thank you for the support, brother. And you know what, Brashear Bear? We will do a Pit Bull TRM acoustic salute for you, homie. Bottom mic. Thank you for that support, brother. Don Bond, what's up, homie? Checking in on the vertical side. The rest of the crew is in the horizontal. You're welcome to lurk where you're at. But if you want to chat with the crew, that link is pinned, or you can drop down the description and it'll be right at the very top. Hey, Brashear Bear can't tag everybody because he's working, but he does say hello to everybody. Hinderer XM18, Halloween edition, and 8020 Sharkfin 3V with the other two for Jay Wesley. Ah, Boz Beast, XM18 3.5, full tie, 8020 and 8022, and a USA 4 Max. Oh! Chase the Prince Customs Protan for like 8 months. Oh, that's such a beautiful one. Hunting for a Sabinza. Went to a local registered dealer, but they only had the Nkosi. Holding the Nkosi when I looked over at a random Chapman Lakes. Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah, Blade Show West. The 3 prototypes I handled that I had to have were the Pit Bull Auto from TRM. And this was the first of the 3 that I got into my collection. The Numb Knives in 1 Cornerstone and Sever 7's Katuo Usurper. I have these 2 of that 3, and now I have a DLC Usurper shipped out yesterday, and I am so excited. I ended up getting 5 Max because the number go up. Top 4 grills that I own: Gecko Customs, Pictus, and Sequoia V2, 80 20.5 Tree V, and Aries EDC Micro. Beautiful. Good timing. Good timing, because Chapman Lakes makes some amazing stuff. Kerr White, what it do? Good to see you, homie. Yeah, the Usurper is such a wild looking knife. Matter of fact, I might as well pull it up real quick. To Usurper. And share this screen. From our homeboy Sever 7, they are available right now. You've got the silver with poip, the poip in gray, the silver and gold, or the one that I have coming to me, full DLC. I'm so excited to get that in hand. This is such an amazing knife that I absolutely love. And I have this wild DLC variant coming. Sever 7's design language is so awesome. And that'll be my first Katuo. Holy Grails are a mini Adamas Magnet Cutter Crewware and a mini Dixon Frag. Ooh! Those will be beautiful to get. Yeah, my Grail list got a lot more expensive thanks to big homie Robert Jones sending those blades in, because the Nkosi and XM18 both shot up there with American-made Demcos to the top of my Grail list. And This might be my favorite of the standard EDC size crossbar style locks. So what I mean is this is pretty much very similar in size to a Rev B, to a Hogue Deca, to the Geo Noxes. It's that standard crossbar EDC size. I have fallen in love with the Ram lock. Oh, just got me. It just bit me on the clothes. The tip got the meaty part of my left hand. We got color, but the Ram lock is just awesome, and I love the size of the mini MSI. You got a knife at a show last weekend. Let's take a look at that, Kurt. I'm going to pull up Instagram. Ooh, that is pretty. Let's share that. I don't know who made that, but it's beautiful. That Damascus and like a burl wood. That's a beautiful fixie, homie. Grabbed that at a show this weekend, you said? Wicked cool. Struggle with them crazy, but I just don't like the outside of the stitch. Outside of the stitch. Got you. Whoop, wrong one. That's what I meant to grab. Oh, there we go, robo mode for a minute. You know, I don't like their billboarding, for sure. And like Microtech wasn't that high on my list until I got some in hand. When I got and I've sold it since I got it, but when I got the SOCOM Elite Auto, the ergos on that really shocked me how much I liked it. And then, where'd I put you? Put you back where you go? No, I did not put you back in your home. So that means you must be right. Oh, yeah. And then I was gifted this Gen 3 UTX 85. And I love the size of this. And now that I have spent some time with this Ram lock, I want all of the mini Ram locks and a full-size stitch and a full-size MSI. And I could see this becoming one of my favorite styles of locks. Like the Ram lock wouldn't surpass the Shark lock for me, but it's definitely a brand that I am chasing now, especially the manuals, in a way that I was not before. Gifted an MSI yesterday. Oh, that's awesome. That's a phenomenal gift. Steve EDC, what's up? I see you checking in on the vertical side. Good to see you, homie. Most everybody's on the horizontal side. Sever7 says working and lurking, mostly working. The mini amphibian is the one for me. Word. The MSI mini and the M stitch are the top two I want. But I really want a SOCOM Ram lock too. Really badly. We were just taking a look at the beautiful usurper, my friend. So freaking insanely stoked for that. I was saying, I don't know if you heard it, that at Blade Show West last year, I left after handling 3 prototypes that I knew I had to add to my collection. One was the TRM Pit Bull, and this was the first of the 3 I got. The second was the N1 Cornerstone, and this is in the collection now. And the third that I handled at Blade Show West and I had to have when it became, when they were finally available, is the Krew Usurper. And I am so excited to have that on the way. Because then that whole trio from Blade Show West will be in the collection. LUDT Ramlock's awesome too. To my knowledge, I believe so. Lion, I believe so. Well, you're going for the LUDT Ramlock? The biggest one that I'm not a huge fan of is the Amphibian. Specifically because I'm not the biggest fan of recurve blades or trailing points. And so when you get a knife with both, it's just not like, would I eventually like to add one to the collection? Probably, eventually, but it's not something that I would chase like the others. Burning of Sister Stables, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? Dropping them badass emojis. She's been lurking and busy, but always good to see you, sis. Yeah, this Meteor Knives Reaper, obviously, very, very much inspired by the LUDT. And very similar to a Ramlock. It is not the same, but it is very similar to a Ramlock. This is the Meteor Knives Reaper, an XM for XW42 steel. These run like $130 after code DBD. And a very interesting knife. Titanium, pocket clip and back spacer. You have something very similar to the Ramlock, but you can also grab it back here like a fin and pull it back to release. Or you can grab both sides like you would normally. It definitely a beast of a folder. Compare it to, let's see. Here's a Growler XL. I don't have a Mega Growler, but here's a big ass Growler XL. And here we go. Let's go back to back. It's got over an inch on the Growler XL. Growler XL, such a fun knife. Mega Growler is massive. Like the Growler XL, it's big, but it's not too big that I don't like carrying it. Like this is still fun to carry. That Growler, or the Mega Growler, that's bigger than my phone in my pocket. And that's pretty big. Mike John, what's up? But yeah, this is like the budget amphibian from Meteor Knives. It is a coil spring. Very similar to the Ramlock but slightly changed to try to make sure that they are too, so they could call it their own thing. But as you can see, it's the same principle behind it. But the tab that goes over the blade, it goes over quite a bit. Like there is a lot of coverage. Here's a look underneath both of them. Again, same principle. Happy birthday, Clint Crosby. Sister Stable's carrying her usurper. Such a wild knife mine will be here soon. So excited for that. Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't checked out a Reaper yet. That's the only meteor knife I've checked out so far. Sever, you ever hear back from homie? Because if not, I'm going to reach out. I haven't created any content with this yet because I still don't know enough about him and about the company. I still don't even know how much he's charging. Jim Cox, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? Why am I turned off if the detent track and hole is exposed from under the scales? Yeah, you can't create content on it when we don't know anything about the company. I'm not. I don't mind the knife. I kind of like the knife. But I need to know about the company and more before I can create content and actually recommend or not this blade. It is a snappy little bugger. Happy 25th anniversary, Kathy. That's awesome. Ooh, gonna do a second run in new colorways. That's exciting. That's really exciting, brother. You can also get the Kubi Get Some or KB Get Some right now by our homeboy Sever. Plus several more designs on the way. Several more. Our boy Sever is killing it, folks. Eagle Scout EDC, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? Hope you're having a killer day. The new thermal tactical knives do look interesting. I haven't checked a single one out yet. I would like to check them out. I think the Trask designs are really cool. But I haven't handled the knives yet. Hell yeah, glad to hear it, Eagle Scout. Yeah, the thermal tacticals look sick. Colta Carey has one. He got one at Blade Show. This is a licensed rattlesnake design. The company is Grivex, but I don't know enough about them at all yet. They sent in a knife. It's a new brand. It's a licensed design. So I don't know where it's, well, I know where it's being produced, but I don't know what factory is producing it. I don't know enough about it yet. I like the design. There's a lot of nice touches, but can't recommend it, and I haven't created any content on it yet. That's ridiculous. We have had a lot of issues up here. And it should be stopped now because World Cup is over. For the last month, shipping from Washington or to Washington has been crap because of the excuse that they gave is the World Cup being up here. Don't know. I don't see how that, especially all the way in this northwest corner of the state, and our mail doesn't go through that side of the state. I don't know how it affects our mail, but it has been shite. And nothing is updating. Nothing is updating until it goes through Spokane, Washington. I don't know why, but it's been like this since the beginning of World Cup. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, Josh. I don't see how that could affect our shipping. But they're saying it is. And again, our mail runs through a postal hub on the northeast corner of the state. And the game was all the way across the pass, way over on this northwest corner. And our mail never goes through there. So it should not have affected mail going through Spokane, Washington, but it is. Yes, yeah. Everything in this state's going to crap. I've had the same problem with blades coming in, but going out, nothing is updating until it goes through Spokane, which in normal times, it updates when it goes through our post office. And then the same day that our post office gets it, it normally ships to Spokane and goes through Spokane, and you'll see it that night. But that is not the case right now. Oh, I love the sound of this knife. All right, Kripple Krew. It's time for me to go. Yeah, I plan to move to Texas. That's my goal. It's time for me to go get some lunch, talk to a man about a horse, do all that kind of stuff. My voice is giving out. But as always, I truly appreciate all of you kicking it with me and chilling with the Kripple Krew. I hope everybody has a phenomenal week. And we will see you this Thursday evening, of course, on TNT. Don't forget, these drop tomorrow. Make sure you get in on your tier if you're looking to get one of these bad boys. I love mine. I hope everybody on the custom. No, the knife that I scratched my card a little bit right there. Slightly. But not on the custom. As always, Kripple Krew, take care of your mentals. Your mentals are more important than people make it out to be. And if you need to talk to somebody, if you need to pray with somebody, if you just need somebody to listen, reach out to me, reach out to people in this crew. This community is amazing, and they will spend time with you, let you talk through it. Sometimes that's all you need to help straighten the mentals a little bit. Do not suffer in silence, because this crew actually cares. All right. Till next time, Kripple Krew. Stay safe. Stay frosty. But most importantly, Kripple Krew, stay freaking dead.
What it do, Kripple Krew? It's time to get ready. Here comes your homie, disabled but dead.